Hey there, Pisces. This is Chronic Joy Tarot, and this is going to be your November 2017 reading for Sun, Moon, and Rising sign of Pisces. I hope everyone's having a nice fall season, and let's see what the cards have to offer. At this time, we're going to focus on the aspect of, the Oracle card, the Oracle deck I'm using for you is a new deck for me. It's this one called Native Spirit by Denise Lynn. It's a lovely, lovely deck. And it is, it's new to me. I have a new relationship with this deck, and I've been playing with it and really, really have been enjoying it. And the card that I pulled for you at this time, Pisces, is Storyteller. So what we're going to do is focus on your story, the way you define the events in your life. One of the aspects of this card talks about that if there's an incident or a disempowering situation for you that for you left you feeling in a disempowered or a negative way, that you have the opportunity to rewrite that story within your own sense, within your own mind and spirit, and to rewrite that story so that you're the hero, so that you're the power source. And let's just see where that leads us, okay? So let's think about a situation that you had, or a tendency maybe that you had to in a connection that you may share with someone else, that you tend to feel disempowered in that connection. And what we're going to do is find the way to rewrite the script, and come out feeling full and whole and spiritually empowered for yourself. Okay, starting point here for you, Pisces, is maturity. This is great. So this is telling me that although some interactions with others can be deflating or energy, sort of an energy sucker, and take it all out of you, you're getting that your role in it is the most important thing. Not your aggression, not your pushing back, but your role in seeing the other person for how they are, accepting that fact, and then rising above it, and probably at some point stepping away from it for a while, just to regain your own sense of power. Being in a cycle with others that is disempowering, that does leave you feeling deflated, you're doing a disservice to yourself, obviously, because you are responsible. So let me rephrase that. You're responsible for 100% of your experience. But the word responsible, it's not a proactive meaning in the way that I'm trying to present it. It is, you're able to respond 100% of the time in a way that soothes and empowers you. Now, I'm not saying empowerment by going out and pushing against others and asserting yourself above others, and it just means collect yourself and know your true power. If there's an experience that is disempowering to you, stay away from it, because your true strength comes from knowing when to take care of yourself. And you're getting that. That's this starting point here, is this card of maturity and wisdom, where the figure in the card is just of the knowing that all is well. Even in these challenging moments, all is well. Okay? Internally, your internal energy that goes off of this point here of wisdom is that you might still be worried that you're missing out, that fear of missing out, FOMO. This little figure in this card just feels separated from everything that he wishes were true. The beautiful rainbow world on the other side of the gate. However, if you look closely, I've said this card before, I can't remember if I've done it for you guys, but that lock that's holding the chain that's keeping the gate closed isn't locked. It's not engaged. So there really isn't anything keeping you from all that you want to be and do and have, except for those musings in your own mind. Okay? And if we really, really think about it, a lot of the a lot of the chatter that goes on in our minds at any given time is just not real. Right? Because the only thing that's real is what is here right now, what you can see, what you feel, what you smell. That's reality. That's your reality, and that you're well. You're fine. A lot of times our FOMO, our fear of missing out, comes and we focus on it, and it grows, and it becomes a real concern that we're, if this, the first original thought that you had when I talked about pulling up a situation that was disempowering, if that is something that's prominent in your life, then you might feel like you're never going to get to a place you want to be. If that dissension is constant, you might feel, I'm never going to get where I want to go. I'm never going to arrive at this place. But what this wisdom card is telling us is that sense of peace and calm and that sense of empowerment lies only within you. It has nothing to do with interactions with others. Okay? The external influence and kind of how it shows up in your day is the card of friendliness, which I love, because if your situation is a conflict with another, then take the role of this friendliness card, and it will it's showing these two trees, distinctly different. They have different colors. They're one's pink, one's yellow. And even the roots go far down, and the area around the roots are the color of them, pink and yellow. Where they meet at these points where they actually engage, the color changes. It becomes orange. Yet, if the wind were to blow all these leaves away and all they had was just that, connection at the point where they meet up, they will still be rooted in their spot, right? So there's a sort of a stay parallel with others and keep your energy rooted, deep and reaching high, and then reaching and enjoying the company of others around you, but not getting so wrapped up that if one of these were to go away, the other one would become, would uproot and become weaker and not in its own space. This is the energy that you want to take with that other that may have you feeling disempowered. It's okay. That's who they are, and this is who I am, right? And keep that strong rooting. And the next internal energy is this card, schizophrenia. So in your mind, you may be worried what to do. What do I do? Do I try to reach out? Do I talk to them? Do I, you might be unsure of how to proceed. And I would say, let it go. Let it go. This figure here is hanging by feet and hands. And I would say, just let go of it all. Go free falling and see where it leads you, while you're rewriting your story, while you're forging your strength and reestablishing your own personal power. This is an inside job, okay? And it doesn't take anyone else to, to re-script that story. It doesn't take anyone but you. Okay, so let go of trying to do anything about it and just be, and, be more connected with yourself and who you are. And that will lead to the unknown. And, a lot of times being able to sort of drop needs and drop desires and drop the need for a specific outcome opens up so much more in your path, right? This adventure card is full of hope. Full of hope. This figure's coming out of a dark forest, and all the little kid sees is rainbow. beautiful light ahead. So I think if you get to a point where you're unsure, do I need to assert myself in this situation? Do I need to do anything? No, rest in your power, rewrite the script, rest in your own power and your knowledge of your well-being, and then proceed from there and stay open to what's ahead. Because you might, if you're caught up in your mind too much, oh, you know, this relationship isn't what I want it to be, and what do I need to do about it? I need to do, you know, we do that as humans. But if you can let go of that need just for a short period of time and stay open, you know, if you cling to these inner thoughts, you might miss what's coming next. You might miss it because you won't be welcoming it with an open heart. The final internal energy is the new vision. So this is telling you, again, re-script it, new vision, look at it differently. If this was a conflict that ended a relationship, or a conflict that made you feel that there just isn't any way to feel your power with this person, then rewrite it. And I know it seems trite and it seems simplistic, but it really can be that easy to just show gratitude for the lesson. I'm so grateful for this connection because it taught me to shore up my inner strength. It taught me to trust myself more and to not rely on others' behavior to keep me happy. Okay? Turn it around, rewrite the script. And, excuse me, the top external energy is politics. So this whole thing, you know, is this whole interaction, this whole connection that we're thinking about that left you feeling disempowered. Everybody isn't being, you know, transparent. Everybody's wearing a mask, including probably you, as we're human and that's what we do to protect ourselves. We get defensive, or we only show up, you know, with part of our truth, and that's okay. That's okay to be aware of. And as you're rewriting, you know, your role in this and realigning yourself with this situation, you'll recognize everybody's part in it and how we weren't all as transparent as we could be. And that's okay. That's okay. Because you're rewriting, you know, your outcomes. You're waiting for the great things to come along and happen. And you're learning and you're growing. And it really is okay. And because this reading is rooted in this maturity card, you're probably, these energies of the rest of the reading are probably a piece of cake for you, because you're really getting this. You're really getting the self awareness, the awakening of your true self, and you're getting your role in every interaction. And you're understanding your power to step aside for a minute, go take care of yourself for a moment, walk away if you have to. You're understanding that that power rests within you. Okay, Pisces, I hope that this clicked for you and that you're still on your journey to rediscovering your true power within you. And leave me a comment. Let me know how this was for you. And until then, I will probably be back in a couple weeks with an update for November. Love you all. Thanks for watching, and talk soon.